What's up everyone? Long time no see. I know. Sorry. I know you're gonna be like, oh, what happened? Why didn't you post anything since May? Well, YouTube has been pretty terrible for a long time for me, and I thought it was not worth it to sacrifice myself to be able to post 2 videos a month or even 1 video a month without getting anything back. So I was just not very comfortable and confident to keep making YouTube videos, and that's why I stopped. So that's a quick update about that specific matter, but what actually matters here is the subject of this video. On today's video, I am going to be making 2 things for a project, and the first one is upcycling. So I basically decided to buy a secondhand corset on Shopee, and I thought, like, of course I can make a corset. I've never made a corset for crochet, but I could make one. But I was like, what if I just skip that part and just work on the art that I want to be doing on it? So that's where the second part comes, is that I am going to upcycle a secondhand corset and I'm going to make something artistic on it. So for this video, I'm gonna be making a long corset, which is this design you're seeing over here. Basically, this white corset that I bought, that I don't remember if I made a video of it or not, but there is a picture of it. I'm gonna be turning that into this design I just showed you. So that's the subject of this video today. It's an upcycling slash making another real project of mine. So welcome to this video. Yay! Who's happy to see me again? The deal is, I have here the secondhand corset that I bought ages ago. It is, of course, it's not going to look like this. So what I have to do is use some paper sheets like this, and I need to create the shapes you see, like these shapes here. So then I can base the size I need while I'm doing the crochet, because the crochet is going to go on top of this. I am also working on a tiny table, so please don't mind the mess. I beg you. I give up on trying to use this because there is nothing in this world that will make me get the shape that I need. So I'm just gonna do even more freestyle, and while I start making the crochet pieces that are going to fill those blank spaces, I'm just gonna use this as a size reference instead of using on paper sheets, because this is not gonna work. So this is how I'm gonna do it. I am also just considering if I should paint it black, because I don't want to have white spaces showing. But this is the kind of thing that I can figure it out after I make all the shapes. I'm gonna start making the shapes now. Look, I also forgot to mention the materials I'm gonna be using, because the last video I made was ages ago. I completely forgot how to make these videos. Black for the corset. This color here for the longs, blue veins, red veins. This is it. And of course crochet hooks, which I need loads. And this is it. I have the first one. So I'm starting with this part here. Now I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to go. I have 9. 9. I have 3 done, and I'm already tired of it. I am tired of it. Let's go find Danny, because that's why we're here for in the first place. I'm pet sitting. Let's go find Danny. Oh, there she is. Hello, Danny. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Okay, back to it. We just have 6 more to go. Lovely. It's just lovely. Okay, I have the first half done, which is great. So I don't need to follow the shape of corset anymore. I can just like use this, all of them as a base, and I'm gonna be fine. And then you might ask, but you're gonna get lost with the shapes, aren't you? No, because I added different colors in the bottom, and I'm using the exact same color on each piece so I know exactly where they go, because I am not as dumb as I think. So that works. I'm glad that I have half done. I'm gonna start the second half now. I know I'm not gonna finish today, but at least I'm gonna start today. And that's already like grand. So I have done basically all of it in terms of how many of they're all attached. How many of those? So I just have one left to make now, and I'm gonna have to actually paint it black because I don't want any white parts showing it. Like this is how it is looking. Finished. Now I'm going to dye the corset. So I'm gonna go outside because I don't want to make a mess here. Let's go outside then. When I look at this like this, it reminds me of a collection that Doc Martens released with 9-inch nails that I couldn't get it because it was sold out in 3 minutes. That's all I got. God, I'm making a humongous mess. Look at my hands. Jeez. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to dye the back as well. You might as well just ask me, why didn't you just buy that corset? The thing is, as I said in the beginning of this video, this is a second-hand corset, especially to do this work. Problem is, I could not find an affordable second-hand one. They're all very expensive. Because in the end of the day, that's the beauty about upcycling, is how much you can change something. Because if it was meant to look the way you wanted, you would just look for that instead, right? Okay, so now that everything is dry, I managed to get a nice size for supposed to be the lungs. The size of the lungs, of course, just by closing it, I of course placed the design in front of it to see if it's going to be a good size, and it is a good size. So now the job here is to attach all the little panels we made on here, so then I can start working on the lungs. So for the lungs, I'm going to be using this color, and I don't know how, but I'm gonna have to follow the shape of the lungs I designed. So I have no idea how to do this. No idea. Zero idea. I don't know. So here's to what I have done. I create a chain with the yarn I showed you, and I glued on the paper. And why did I do that? Because I need this shape, and I could try to find a long tutorial, a long crochet tutorial to reproduce, but it's not going to be the size I need. So I just have this idea that if I glue it on a paper, and if I work on it after it's dry, I can get the shape I need. Did that make any sense? I don't know, but that's the plan. So I'm gonna do the next one now, and hope for the best. So I have been working on the first long. And this is it. Now, I can explain how I made that because it was not through a pattern. Because how do you get a pattern for that? I have no idea. So as I said, I made like a chain and I glued on a drawing that I had. And then I worked on like all the surroundings until I got all filled. So of course you have to skip some stitches here and here so then it doesn't get like too much. And I do have a bit of like the paper and the glue, but this is just paper. It's gonna go away as soon as you wash it. And I think I could not have gotten any better results than this one. I think it looks really nice. Being very honest, like is the shape that I need. So now I'm gonna work on the second one and I'm very happy with it. I think it's a nice one. Okay. I finished. It's all here. The state of my finger, not good. This one here, not good. But now I have to think how I'm gonna fill these areas. So I wanted to sew them together just by like doing in and out, in and out, in and out. But I don't have a needle for that I can use yarn. So I'm probably gonna make just like a chain of 3 strings and get like as thick as I can and then just attach them. So that's probably what I'm gonna do now. I'm really sorry I did not film me doing this, but like my fingers are in pain. What if I make it red instead of black? I have a vision. I do. What do we think? I like it. So what do we think? Ugh, so far. Ooh, very nice already the way it is. I like it. Hello. So I worked this morning still on the red parts that I glued yesterday. So I just basically now sew them in so they are secure. And this is how it is looking at the moment. I will get rid of this because I don't like this. I know I want something hanging, but like I need to cut these things. Also what I did was just like I washed, basically just wet a bit parts where I had the paper glued. So it is looking much better now. I have a little bit of glue, but like it's not going to be visible. So yeah, so this is going to be one of the longs somewhere that I need to see where I'm going to put it. And I'm going to start working on the second long. So this is what I'm going to be doing new. I gave up. So for the long, as I said, I'm going to be working on the surroundings of this. Of course, I need to cut this because I can't work with all this paper. So I'm just going to cut the surroundings like this. I can't believe this worked, honestly. Like this is the best thing ever because it keeps the shape. And that's just like amazing. So first thing I do is I'm gonna get the thread. I just use like with the sewing needle, one of the crochet needles I have. I just like go across one by one like this and do this. So then I have like loose loops and then I can start working on just normal like single crochet stuff. So that's the deal for now. I finished the longs. I started doing the part that goes on top. Like, this esophagus, this part. No, this is not the esophagus, sorry. This is for the stomach. This thing here, which I forgot what it's called in English. I'm going to take it quickly. Not in German. Trachea, one of the two. This part here. So I am making this part now. That's it. I'm making it. I am actually very excited to finish this project. I don't know like if it's gonna be like people are gonna like it or not, but technically since I designed this project I have been pretty like fascinated about it because it's also the first time I am upcycling something using crochet at the same time, so I think it's super cool. Yeah, since I designed it I was like, oh, this looks interesting. I initially wanted to use to make with the heart in the middle, but I was like, I'm gonna try lungs just because I think lungs are different, like justice for lungs. So I'm gonna be using the lungs, but I'm super excited for this project and I think like the final results are gonna look super cool, so I am actually very excited for it, basically. So yeah. Have one lung done. The light is not helping. But now it's time to make the other one. Lungs. As promised, I have made something so far. I was not filming it, but I was doing it anyways. I started a bit with the red part here on the left side. So here is already some things. I have been working on now the thin lines. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for now on. And then the bottom, as you guys, I don't know if you guys remember the other video, but anyways, it's gonna be blue. So blue here, red here, and that goes on both sides. That's gonna be literally it. One part to be done, which is this one here. Hello. So I'm gonna stop now. I haven't finished. I have just a little bit left to be done, but my fingers are dead. So I am going to stop. So I finished with all the veins. But I am considering that maybe I should put something on the edges so then it just doesn't look like that black. And I also think I might remove the zipper because it is really hard to put this even on myself. This is way too small even for me. Thinking that maybe I should just like remove the zippers, just like attach with something else, so then the size is a bit more adjustable. And I might do that. God, I finished! I am going to put it. I'm going to put it. Oh my god. I'm very excited. I think it looks really cool, but I'm gonna put it. I came all the way outside because it is a bit dark upstairs, but I'm going to show you. Ta-da! 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sense. Well guys, that's it for today. I hope you really enjoyed this video, even though it might not be so much woo, so cool, but about the project. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you want to share this video with someone that you think might like it, please do. Also follow me on my social media. I am there as FoxCGS on Instagram and FoxCG on TikTok. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and